big events going on this year. Probably the most talked about is the Winter Olympics. Who's excited about the Olympics coming up? All right, good to hear. You know, I'm a big fan of the Olympics. I've always had just one problem with them, though, and that's the silver medal. And if I look at it from the point that I'm an Olympic athlete, I get the gold, I'm feeling pretty good. I get the bronze, well, I walked away with something. But I get the silver, and it's like they're saying to me, here you go. Out of everyone who didn't do well, you're the best. You are the #1 loser. And you have to live with it for the rest of your life. People always ask you, what happened? Did you trip? Did you not hear the gun go off? I don't know. I've dreamt of this my whole life. Never went out, never had a date. I exercised. I was doing push-ups since I was a fetus. I flew halfway around the world. Ready, set, go, hit! Oh. Now, I love the Olympics, and one of the things I've always thought is, what if we had some new commentators in the Olympics? Someone to keep it interesting, like football announcer John Madden. Who's a fan of John Madden in here? All right. Well, if you don't know who John Madden is, I'm going to catch you up to speed on him. One, you have to realize that he has this uncanny ability to tell you what you already know. For example, this is completely true, by the way. In a football game, a quarterback lost his contact lens, and John Madden said, there's a guy, when he puts his contact lens back in, he can see better. Completely true. Another thing you have to know about John Madden is he has this unhealthy obsession with Brett Favre, who sadly didn't make it to the Super Bowl this year, but that's okay, we can live with that. But if you get him talking about Brett Favre, I mean, he'll just go on forever. Oh, Brett Favre, that guy, he's incredible. I mean, you know the Greek gods? Yeah, he's above them. If you had a whole team of Brett Favres versus a clone team of Brett Favres, the whole universe would explode. And that's what it's all about. So with that in mind, I want you to imagine Captain of the Obvious here commentating on downhill skiing. And of course, he always has like a little computer screen and a pen so he can draw little pictures to make sure that we know what we've already known for the past 30 minutes. And he'll say something like, here's a guy, if he goes downhill like this and uses gravity, he should get going pretty fast. And there's always some poor commentator next to him who all you can say to something like that is, and it's never going to be as fast as Brett Favre's football throw. And that is all it's about. We love to see celebrities in different types of situations like that. You know, I always do. I've always kind of paired Bill Clinton and Terminator just because I have that kind of time. And I mean, couldn't you see it, though? After the whole intense action sequence, he comes up to Linda Hamilton's character and says that famous line, come with me if you want to live. I don't know, that's a little creepy. Oh, just shut up and get in the car. I'll be back for you. You know, if we've grown up watching Scooby-Doo, you know, there are a lot of celebrities out there, you know, have done interesting things. There's always a Harlem Globetrotter solving some mystery with the gang, which, by the way, aren't we glad Bill Clinton wasn't ever in Scooby-Doo? You know, let's split up, gang. I'm going with Daphne. But I've always wanted to see someone a little more modern, like who has their own opinion, who would just come on there and show the gang, like, you know, who's boss, like Chris Rock. I'd love to see Chris Rock on Scooby-Doo. What is the deal with Scooby and those snacks? Those aren't Scooby snacks, it's Scooby crack! Like Soink Scoob, what are you gonna do? Ruby recovery. I personally have always loved the actors who get paid to make noises like that. Just complete nonsense stuff. But, I mean, wouldn't that just be the awesomest job of all time? I mean, you have guys like Al Pacino, though, who don't have to make noises. They'll just take any saying in the entire world and turn it into a tough guy phrase. He'll take a little children's rhyme and go up to a person and say, you, sir, are a liar. Liar, liar, your pants are on fire. Here's another Oscar, Mr. Pacino. And then if we've all watched movies like Happy Gilmore and The Waterboy, we know who the king of taking nonsense words and making into a huge hit is, and that's Adam Sandler. And he can go up to any person and say, excuse me, would you like a piece of pie? Because I like pie, and so do you. We all eat pie in a big brown shoe. Here's $2 million, Mr. Sandler. Here's a guy who wants that gig. And it just seems like celebrities can get away with whatever they want to nowadays. Like Matthew McConaughey, that guy will rip his shirt off no matter where he is. He could be up here on stage and say, wow, you guys are such a great audience. I may just have to rip my shirt off. There's a guy who likes to work on his body, but it's not as good as Brent Favre's chiseled six-pack. I don't know, Mr. Man, that's a little creepy. I know exactly what you mean. And that's what it's all about. Thank you very much, you've been great.